Hey guys! You know how tempting those filters are when you're joining the live? You're like, oh, I can do a filter? Oh man, I noticed I had like a big zit on my face. I was like, I would love to do that, but I'm not gonna resist the urge. I know it's just not, who cares, right? We just need to be more real. So I'm here unfiltered. My name is Janine Latulip and I am a mom of 10. I'm a homeschooler and I wanted to talk about elite prep schools. So a while back, I did a viral reel about these elite prep schools nobody talks about. They're upwards of $150,000 every single year. And people pay not only for, a few years, but they'll pay from, elementary up. They'll pay from middle school up. They'll pay that much money to keep their kids out of the public school system. And so I wanted to come on and give you guys a little bit more information about that and talk about really our passion is to help homeschoolers adopt some of these methods. Okay, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. But first off, if you have any questions, I know I've never been live. If you have any questions about anything, homeschooling, big family life, about me or about our academy or anything like that, let me know in the chat below and I'll get those questions answered for you. And if you're on the replay, let me know that by just putting replay below. So if you didn't know, my husband went to an elite prep school. It's called Fork Union Military Academy. It's in Virginia. I'm not exactly sure the price tag now, but I'll guarantee you it was probably more than $30,000 back then. So it's probably more now, right? I haven't checked in a while. So I don't know exactly how much it is. But he went to school with people like the Krispy Kreme donut heir and Justice Roberts' grandson, and people from Mexico that fly their kids in on a helicopter to go to class, to go to school. So these kids were very, very rich, but he wasn't. His mom was a public school teacher. She mortgaged her house to send him to this because he was a troubled kid. Okay, he got in a lot of trouble. And that's what happens with a lot of kids that go to military academies. Those are the troubled ones, right? And a lot of people say, well, these schools do so well at educating kids because they have a lot of money. But my husband Britton, he wrote, there's 4 books here. You can't really see the 4th one, but he wrote all these books, and he even wrote some children's books, so lots more. But he'll attest to telling you guys that it wasn't so much the means that they had, because everyone had uniforms, and the textbooks weren't any different from the public school. Really, they weren't like the newest or the most high tech. So it wasn't necessarily the means, but really the methods that made a difference. And the parents, they were told not to have no contact for 30 days, I think it was. And then they had a parent day where they would come and see their child, and they would, the boys would do marches and things like that. And these are kids that they were on ADHD medication. These kids were kicked out of school, some of them they were going because they had really, really bad grades and they needed to get them up before they went to college. So these kids are not the cream of the crop, but I will tell you that they became the cream of the crop because of the methods that were used, and my husband can attest to it. And you can really see this between his sister and him. So his sister did not go to an elite prep school. They didn't have the money for it or something like that. I really don't know what happened, but she did not go. And their lives are night and day. I can tell you, I'm not gonna tell you the full story. It's very sad, but Britton has an extremely great life. He's very blessed, but he's worked really, really hard. And that motivation, that drive, and the ambition to do great things comes from his prep school, 100%. That's what he attributes it to. And so he really wants to bring those methods into the homeschool world, because homeschoolers do what the public schools do a lot better. but it's just that they do what the public schools do. And as you can see, the public schools are not teaching our kids what they need to succeed in the real world. And we're not raising up leaders that we need that have strong character and that are Christian and that want to promote Jesus in the world, in the government. And so we need more people that know how to succeed at the highest levels, that can go the distance, that want to do great things. And we really want to help the homeschoolers because we think you can do it even better at home. We want them to elevate their homeschool and be on par with the elite prep schoolers. And we want to beat them. We want to beat them at their own game. We want to see homeschoolers and see Christians at all levels of leadership in our society. And so that's our goal. And on tomorrow, Thursday, oh my gosh, tomorrow, we're doing a web class all about it. So it's called Educating for Greatness. And we're going to go in depth on elite prep school versus public school methods and what you can do in your homeschool right now to help elevate it and get it up to speed. Because we know that the world is changing very rapidly, and to keep our children competitive in the job market, to help them just in their lives with their families, their faith, their finances, and in their health as well. Education nowadays barely touches any of those things. So we want to help you guys elevate your homeschool so that your kids are, just that much better and not regurgitating the public schools, okay? So definitely, if you want to join in on that, just put educate below and I will get you a link to that web class. So thanks so much for joining me tonight live. I can't believe I was like, I better go live and tell you guys about this because I haven't told you. I was gonna make it real, all that good stuff, but I was just like, you know what? It's easier to go live and I haven't done it ever, so I better try it. So anyways, thanks so much guys for joining me. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Remember, put educate if you want that link to the web class. And I'm excited to talk with you tomorrow more about it. All right, bye. Oh gosh, how do I stop? Oh, there we go. Bye guys.